If you buy a DJI Avata drone like this, you're going to need a really good carry case, and I have the perfect one right here for you right now. And the case I'm going to show you is absolutely amazing, and it's pretty affordable as well. G'day Superstar, a little while back I bought the DJI Avata drone that came with the motion controller and the Integra goggles. And I have to say I'm very happy with the drone and gear that I got, but it all turned up in a box. And although this was very well protected when it shipped, it's not really a usable box you can use on a regular basis. You really need a really good carry case. I was a bit disappointed when it turned up just in a white cardboard box, because every other drone that I've bought from DJI has come in its own polystyrene fully moulded case. Even going back as far as my Phantom 4, that was in a moulded case as well. But this case we're talking about today leaves all the others for dead. This case I'm about to show you has many options for the DJI Avata. If you happen to not get the motion controller and you bought the FPV controller instead, or if you have goggles too instead of the Integra goggles, this case will still do everything you need it to do. And the case I bought is the Lykus AT110. It holds the drone, the motion controller and the FPV controller as well if you need it to. It'll take all your cables and batteries and so on, but instead of me just telling you about it, how about I show you? The first thing I'm going to do is go over how many batteries you can actually store in this thing. You can put one here obviously, another one, and this spot here is designed for all the cables you think you might need for your optics or whatever you want to put in there, you can put in there. But if you've got spare space elsewhere in the case, you can use that for battery space. You can actually put the batteries here like that, so you can actually hold 6 batteries in this section here. You can also hold 2 batteries down there as well, like so. So including the one in the drone, you can hold 9 batteries, which is amazing. Now your Integra goggles go in here, or your goggles 2 go in here, and there's a spot down the bottom for the battery pack for the goggles 2. Also there's 2 spots here for the goggles 2 spare batteries. All you have to do for the Integra goggles is fold that inside like that. And it is a bit snug, but you just press it down in there like that. You've got a spot for your charger here, like so. As I said, you've got room for cables and so on there. The motion controller can go just down here like that. And right here is where you put your FPV remote control. If you're using one with the sticks, that's where you'll put it. You put it right there. Because I don't have that, and these 2 spaces are empty for me as well, I tend to use this spot and this spot for all my cables and so on. And of course the drone just goes on top like that. So you can have a battery in here, as I said, 6 there and 2 underneath. I tend to put all my cables in here. And my spare propellers, cleaning cloths. My optics are there as well, so you can change your optics. Allen key for the drone, cables, another optics case, and my USB cable. And you've got all this lovely dense foam up here to protect everything. You can see where the motion controller's been sitting. Close it down like that, press and lock. One of the other cool things I like is these latches here. You can't actually make them open up unless you press these buttons, and then they open really easily. And when you lock it back down again, there you go. And you've got your good carry handle here. It's a nice solid hard case. You may be wondering what this knob is here. It actually holds the foam in, and it's tight. It's pushed against the foam in a little notch here and holds that foam and the whole insert in there. But you can undo it like this, and that foam will actually lift out, and you can replace it if you need to. Otherwise, just leave it on nice and tight so it doesn't move around. But the other thing I like it for is because it's a hard plastic case and it's flat on top, I use it as a launch pad for my drone and a landing pad. Because this FPV is quite small, and if you're out there in a field or something like that, it's really hard to find a nice short patch of grass or a patch of dirt to launch from. Not only does the case hold everything I need it to hold, but it solves that problem for me as well, which is why I did a review on it today. With the Avata 2 on the near horizon, you may be wondering whether the Avata is still a good drone to buy in 2024. Well, I've done a video on just that here. Go click on that now, and I'll see you over there.